So, hey everybody, this is a commentary track from James and Maddie at the Watchtower Database for Brainiac Attacks. You can tell we're really enthused. Maddie has not seen it before.
From my understanding, this is a continuation of a side of the DCAU we've only seen twice, and that is Superman 64 and the exclusive prequel comic that comes before it.
So,
and that's the only thing that I know, and that Lex is goofy. And
there's going to be a lot of like moving around, eating chips, because this movie sucks. We're not going to give it the respect it quote unquote deserves. If anyone that made this movie is listening to this, I'm sorry, but I don't know.
It was a disappointment from what I can gather.
What if you really like it?
I'm actually like, I want to go into this like with the exact opposite of. I feel like this is the kind of thing that like people do when the movie starts talking, is they start bullshitting like over the movie. So I don't know why we're doing all this.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get to the nuts and bolts as it happens. You want to do a countdown for people to sync it up with?
Yeah. So we're gonna the whole movie is live on YouTube from Warner Brothers Beyond the Lot channel. We'll link to that all down in the subscription, and I think, or not the subscription, and the description.
Description is the D.
Yeah, but so we'll link to all of those in the description if you want to watch it that way.
So
James
it tells you
will
where to pause in this recording.
Yeah, James will put I guess something on the screen to tell you when to pause and switch your thing over.
What he's talking about is how it's split
two
up.
YouTube videos
split up into multiple parts, yeah, and if you were watching it for free that way, I'll tell you where to switch to the next part. So let's get this party going. Countdown, Maddie, because you're clicking it.
Alright. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Already we have the classic WB logo. Bugs Bunny coming out. It's a good sign. Warner Brothers has never put their name on anything bad when related to DC.
True.
Batman vs. Superman was
really good.
It's good enough that I felt like
really
I didn't need to watch any more of the DC Extended Universe movies. I felt like that was the culmination. Oh, I paid for this in HD, and already it's just like...
It'll load. Yeah, so I guess a little history lesson to place this movie. Superman Returns was coming out in 2006, and they were kind of just capitalizing off of it for marketing and making more money, and just made this cartoon movie, and it's bad. What are you thinking so far? You've seen a lot of the movie. Ultimate Bane.
This is a different voice actor for Lex Luthor, right?
Yeah, this is Powers Booth, who normally does Gorilla Grodd's voice.
Oh, that does sound like Gorilla Grodd. Okay, yeah, that's...
And this is Tara Strong as Mercy, who's usually Lisa Edelstein.
Which, we also said he plays Malik on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Yeah.
That was... Okay, yeah. That's my Marvel
Thank you for
marathon just being thrown into something else. I got a couple comments saying that people didn't want to hear about that.
Yeah,
but
sorry about that, everybody.
Whoopsie. Hold on. I'm gonna hand James the chips.
Oh.
Oh, that's the dip. What did I just drop?
Things that you
I dropped your
have.
pen again. Is this?
Yes. Yeah, so you can see right off the bat that they're using Superman the Animated Series character designs and backgrounds. Thank you for the chips, sir. And I I don't think it's the same music composers, and a lot of the voice actors, well, like half the voice actors are different. What else can be said, really?
I'm hoping that going into this, what my hope is that I'll have the exact opposite of how going into Batman and Harley Quinn was for me, where I was very apprehensive about that and ended up thinking it was fine. I want to go into this being
thinking it's bad and ending thinking it's really good.
Yeah, I guess that's not really the opposite. I guess I'm kind of apprehensive. I want a similar experience then. Just thinking it's fine by the end. I don't like disliking things, but
really, I don't hate this movie. I mean, I love this art style. I love these voice actors. You know, but it's just annoying to me that why make this if not to be completely in canon with the DCAU. Like, why didn't you just make a different style of... Like, really, people, you count Superman Doomsday as the first non-DCAU animated movie in that slate, but really this was, because it came right after Justice League Unlimited, and, isn't technically in continuity with those shows.
Okay, so...
it shares an art style.
Is this the first time Brainiac's come to Earth in this?
I think it's kind of alluded to that they know who Brainiac is, so they've fought him before. But in a future scene coming up, you'll see that Brainiac doesn't know who Lex Luthor is, or he does, but they're one or the other. I can't remember. One of them doesn't know who the other one is, which completely contradicts his first Superman appearance.
Something about I don't know if it's just me, but something about this, like, I know it's the same designs, but it feels the animation feels kind of stuttered, like it wasn't static, almost.
Yeah, a little cheaper looking.
Whoa, who is playing Perry?
This is the correct guy.
Is it? His voice sounds a little different. I don't know. Maybe it's just been a while since I've watched the animated series for Superman, but
I like that Lois Lane puts on tennis shoes here, where she normally wears high heels. Like, she switches shoes.
Wait, hold on. Is Jimmy? Does he have a haircut?
Yeah, he doesn't have his mullet anymore. Oh shit! It's Superman. Hell yeah!
So
he has a really stupid theme song in this movie.
So these post-JLU, DCAU inspired movies, essentially they share the common theme of getting rid of mullets.
They also get rid of the villains' voices and replace them, but everyone else is the same.
Lex 9000, is that like was that a reference to, like, the Lexoscale 9000?
No, it's a different thing from this movie. It's like the satellite, I think, that Brainiac's taking over right now.
So Lex just likes the number 9000 regardless of which continuity?
I think it was 2000 in the Superman pilot. Lexoscale 2000 or something.
I really think it's 9000. I could be wrong.
Email in if I'm right, which I am.
I tell you what. If you're right, I'll buy you a new air mattress.
Wow. What a kind man. A joke being that he has already done this. Oh, I'm sorry. I covered up a really cheesy Superman line. So, Lance Henriksen is Brainiac in this movie instead of Corey Burton. Lance Henriksen plays Bishop, the robot in the second Alien movie. So I don't hate him as his character because I think that's a pretty good casting, but just it's still the same, like, it's not the same person kind of a thing.
Is the coloring brighter on this than it was?
Yeah, it's like a different color palette than the show.
Okay, that might be why, like, it felt different. It might not be that the animation stuttered. I don't even know if that's, like, an actual term. I'm just...
It is now. Oh, that's what happened last time.
Right? Oh.
That's when I said that. So hey, sorry we had.
Oh wait, hold on. It rewound it a little bit for us.
Yeah, it did.
So.
I figured it out though. I synced it up. We had a bit of a technical difficulty with the video where it paused, but I think we're back on track.
Yeah, and it's better now. So it was definitely the torrent. I was trying to torrent this movie because
he does illegal activities.
Well, I just from what I've heard, I didn't think it was worth paying for. But honestly,
it's so great so far.
Well, no, throw money towards creators and support them on Patreon by going to patreon.com/JTS Entertainment
or /, which is what it is.
Oh, dude.
So, I mean, I think objectively, most people would say that it's still fun to watch this movie because it just looks like DCAU. And even though this had like JLU hadn't really been off the air for more than maybe a couple months when this movie came out, it's still nowadays is more like, oh, this like weird unseen Superman, and you never saw Superman in HD like this from this style. These character designs.
So, did Lois ever fawn over Superman like that in the animated series? Because like she just did a whole.
Yeah,
I'm here for him, Jimmy.
She's always had the hots for him.
Like yeah, she
you mean like
she
really
had the hots for him, but like there's a difference between there's a difference between like being like, oh, he has a nice ass, and
right,
just being like, I'm in love, Jimmy.
Yeah, like a Disney princess or something. So
I'm pretty sure I just saw his. I'm pretty sure I just saw his and like his design just go ragdoll and like fall in on itself. I don't know why anyone would animate it that way, but that's what it looked like to me.
You got hit by a big space beam. I believe after he does this, he says, "Lights out, Brainiac." Maybe it's not yet. I could be wrong, though. So then Lex Luthor drives up 20 feet away from a space satellite shooting at Superman. That's what happens next in this movie.
What was that?
Yeah, he's very giddy in this movie. In what microwave? Is this supposed to be funny? See, this would be a perfect spot for a commercial break. Duh! He's got them all aimed at Superman.
Is it? Why does his powers look almost like Green Lantern?
Because no one knew what they were doing when they made this movie. So far, Lois Lane has climbed a tower. Then what?
I really like Jimmy's new design. He looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I do like it. There's a few things that are positive about this movie. Like, I like that. I like how Lois Lane has, like, a more modern-day cell phone. And she puts on tennis shoes to go out, because that was, like, a complaint from everybody.
Oh, yeah, because she tends to wear heels, like, going out and reporting. I've never even thought about that. And I'm this person who's supposed to pay attention to small details. Here I am just eating chips.
Yeah, I'm sure this is good. Sounds.
Brainiac's, like, facial movements are really off-putting to me.
It's disorienting to watch this Brainiac, like, be so smiley and stuff. And, oh, I'm being hit.
Did Brainiac's mouth moved throughout the series, right? Yeah, so I don't know what exactly it is about his... I feel like his face is more animated than it usually is.
Something I pick up on in this is he continuously calls Superman Son of Krypton instead of Son of Jor-El, as he always did in the show. Why did they already fuck that up? Yeah, good strategy, Brainiac. Hoping that Superman is dumb. How does Superman dodge these? I mean, I guess he's fast, but he was just being hit earlier. Now he's like, nope. Is it because he's Superman? Whoa.
I feel like I like this missiles thing. Like I don't know what it was about it, but I feel like that was more than as far as like
Superman
action, yeah, like it
updated. They know what they're doing better with fights and stuff.
Yeah, like it almost reminded me of like in Batman and Harley Quinn when like we had the fight between Nightwing and her where like the movement was just insane. Like this wasn't on that level.
No, but it's still more impressive.
Even if you hate that movie, like that scene is just gorgeous to watch.
And this being in that Justice League, they just come off of Justice League Unlimited, that era, so the art's going to be a lot more fluid and clean. South Krypton. Ooh. This is just like Batman vs. Superman, where he hears Lois Lane. I don't think he ever did that on the show.
Yeah. You're like ironically laughing, but I'm enjoying. I am in this Lex is so far. I think this Lex is my favorite thing about the movie. Like, he's not a Lex that I would want all the time. If we replaced DCAU Lex with him, like I feel like the Cadmus arc would have been a lot different. But this is a welcome take. Like,
I've been thinking about politics. Ooh, isn't that exciting? That's how he would deliver that line.
Oh God. But no, like just.
You always catch me when I fall, Superman. How am I supposed to fuck you? Ooh. What are you confused about? You make a confused face.
Who, me or
yeah,
Lex?
You.
No, I'm really trying to pay attention to Lex. I think something that like I've been wanting to say, but like haven't found the right video to put it in yet, is that like a lot of people have been talking about like, oh, like characterization is enough to throw something out of canon,
right?
And like I'm bringing this up because of how different Lex is.
Yeah.
But like it's the way that I look at it is like I don't act the same every day, and I have drastic changes to who I am as a person. Like within a year or two's time, so like, it's like, I don't think I understand why people think like a person in fiction can't act one way in one episode and one way in another. I understand like a need for tonal consistency, to a degree, but like it doesn't have to be throughout every single appearance. Just the majority of them, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that it's with this movie, it's just more. He's completely changed from how we ever saw him on Superman or Justice League.
Dude, E.T. Daily Plus.
Yeah, versus Harley Quinn is not drastically different from herself on the show, like really or at all. What are you confused about?
Perry looks like an old-ass Bobby Hill.
Hey, Clark. Why are we going to Metropolis?
Whoa!
I don't know, Perry. I'm sorry for these terrible impressions. Oh yeah, half this movie is about how Superman and Lois Lane are gonna love each other forever.
So in other words, it's before 2012.
Right.
In the timeline.
That's a reference to a great 12th Level Intellects episode. Oh yeah, and Jimmy has an inexplicable crush on Mercy in this movie. Like he really wants to fuck Mercy all the time.
But can you blame him?
Okay, but when did he do that on the show?
Doesn't matter, man. I never talk about who I'm trying to rail on the on the show, and that's because I'm not trying to rail anyone. I have a girlfriend. Huh? Oh, wait.
Not because
no, I was trying to just bring up the other thing that people kind of avoid with me.
No. Yeah, she is very like, oh.
Why did her body just seem so much thinner?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was really small. Hey ya. Think how that stuff happens a lot. Like, hey, did someone fucking punch a hole in your window? Yeah, it was you. Like, that stuff happens all the time. And none of them ever goes, maybe he's Superman.
Oh, it's
Run, troop!
what's his face?
In this scene, this is what I was talking about before with... one of them meets the other one for the first time. I can't remember which...
He just happened to get the part that had like
It had like trodes on it.
That's a lot to do with some jumper cables.
Ugh.
Oh, what was that hand?
It's so big.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
fisheye, but
He just attached to eye. So he was talking about, you talk to me like you know me. They should know each other. Sorry if there's not much talk. We're listening to these lines to try to determine if they're important. Avenge? That's not DC. So there is a fan theory that this movie, the Brainiac in this movie, is from Brainiac's asteroid that had a bunch of Brainiac drones in it. And this is just one of those that somehow got disconnected from the main Brainiac, so he doesn't know who Lex is and stuff. But it's kind of a stretch, I don't know.
well, doesn't one Brainiac updating like update all Brainiacs?
Yeah, so that's why it doesn't really make sense. Bane. Put him in Bane. Bane got muscle.
That would make this movie so much better. Almost on like Mystery of the Batwoman levels, which is another one that's sometimes hard to watch. James,
More chips. We're hungry guys.
James is grabbing chips while I listen to the Kent family.
You like these sounds, everybody?
Something about the way that Clark talks in this movie feels more real as like a small town
Like a person.
Like, yeah.
He has that kind of like Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series voice, where when he's Clark, he's like, I have a Bruce Wayne voice, instead of I have a Batman voice when he's Superman.
Well, like, I don't, like, my comment wasn't just on, like, the actual sound of the voice, but, like, the words as well, and the delivery
So
of
you're saying
them.
this movie's better written than Paul Dini's?
No, I don't.
Episodes?
No, I don't think it's better written. I think it just like it hits home a bit more as like I don't know. He just seems much more simple.
Yeah. Well, golly gee. I wonder if Andrea Romano was the voice director on this movie, or if it was just someone random because it didn't have like Bruce Timm and everybody.
So, I have a confession to make. I have seen this movie before because I was the voice director.
Oh.
So
anyway,
it's not a good joke.
Because like even if you bring back all the same voice actors, you still have to direct them the same way. So if it's just Tim Daly, I just say stuff. We're just trying to get this out there on time. It just sounded like that was like the first take of his line in that last scene. Well, gosh, I mean, everybody would try to kill you.
Yeah, I think that's part of what puts to that more simple aspect I was talking about is the possibility that the direction is not as up to par.
Lice. Oh. Is it a joke? Because shouldn't he be really fucking smart? Blood?
You know what I've been thinking about a lot since last night?
What?
That Crypto the Super Dog Luthor.
Oh, yeah. If you've not seen this, well, just open a new tab or something. Look up Crypto the Super Dog Lex Luthor. The Lex Luthor that is on Crypto the Super Dog cartoon is so disgusting looking.
He looks very much like a Proud Family character that got rejected.
and like gangrene.
And they just were like, we'll buy that character model from you for $1.
Yeah. Someone drew it on their napkin at a Carl's Jr. and then submitted it. It's just like, he looks really green. And so then we looked at a picture with other characters to double check, and he's just really green, like a weird lizard man.
Yeah, and for context, the reason that like we even looked it up in the first place was we found out that I guess Minescu from the Justice League Adventures runs was doing art for Crypto the Superdog, and a lot of the characters show up like on model to DCAU.
Yeah, Superman, the Flash.
And then we saw like
Batman.
Then we saw while we were reading through the comic last night, just like a billboard that said like something LUT. I think we were around here.
Have we seen this yet? I don't think so. Okay, so wait, have we seen this?
This all seems new. Wait, no, did we see this?
We're having such a hard time picking back up from where we left off. Because it keeps pausing.
If this is something we saw, it messed up on us again. I don't think we saw this. I think this is all new. So,
okay.
Anyway.
Lex Luthor, Proud Family.
Anyway, yeah. So, there was
Look, it's Superman. He's so disappointed. Oh, God dang it. The building exploded.
So, anyway. the billboard, like, said something LUT on it, and there was just a doodle on it, and we were trying to figure out.
Oh, does Lex Luthor look weird?
No, I didn't even think it was Lex Luthor at first, and you were like, oh, that's obviously Luthor or something. Yeah. Like that's why it's LUT, and I was just like, I was like, why would Minescu like have just doodled Luthor in here? God damn it. Okay. We're back again. We completely forgot where we were. I think.
Okay, so we were talking about the Lex Luthor in Crypto.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Minescu just like made like a quick doodle and was just like, "Here, I'm fucking done with it. I hate this comic." But no, that's
how it looked on the show, I guess.
Yeah, which is weird because the only thing I know about that show is that Paul Dini and Alan Burnett worked on it, and that's like the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I can't even. What did this say?
Oh, it's coming out of the thing a little bit. Yeah. When you lean forward, it fixed it. We're having a lot of issues here, folks. I'm sorry. Okay, so this scene, I believe, has a bunch of reused character designs from the Batman Mask of the Phantasm opening party scene. There's the woman that comes up and splashes wine in. There's Black Canary with red hair behind him, behind the waiter there. The woman that comes up and splashes Bruce Wayne with wine in the face in Mask of the Phantasm is somewhere in this scene also.
Is the one who says the I word in here?
Miss Bambi? I don't think so.
Oh, is that... Okay. Yeah, that's right. I forget she has a name.
Yeah.
Just like you forget...
Miss Bambi is a dancing on the piano. Just like I forget who Spider Conway is.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. You're never going to forget ever.
Yeah, I'll always remember.
Spider Conway's
Never forget
ingrained in
Spider
you.
Conway. So in this movie's continuity, Lex Luthor has made a bunch of...
Parmesan.
Yes, a bunch of Lexo suits already, and like, instead of just none or one. So fuck this movie. That's what I'm saying.
Is it...
Derp.
What? He said he's 100%...
Were you about to use a squid to write something?
He said he's 100% corn-fed, but then he says he chicken dumplings,
Yo, you're right.
which isn't corn.
Chicken is... Well, maybe the chicken was fed corn, so then he assumes he is eating corn twice.
Are you getting into like some Lion King
I
circle?
was, yeah, I was.
What does that sign say that's behind
It's
Clark?
It
Like,
says
it's just...
ear!
It looks like just someone drew boobs multiple times.
Or pie. Whoa.
That's a total Batman move.
Why? Because she, like, just denies it for some reason. Like, you could just... If you had even an inkling of an idea that he might be Superman and you looked at him for long enough to think, is that Superman? Then you would immediately know, yes it is.
Well, see, if this happens within the DCAU, with me saying it was a total Batman move, could just be after World's Finest, and
Right.
she's thinking that he looks like Batman.
Oh, yeah. She's, like, embarrassed about her love for Bruce Wayne.
I love that, like, him saying "Son of Krypton" had that weird, like,
Yeah.
old... The Super Friends Aquaman, like,
Yeah.
sound effect.
And I'm queer, Brainiac.
Get used to it, Brainiac. That was a low-hanging fruit, but... You know, sometimes those are ones that just need to be picked off the tree and eaten before they go
Brainiac
bad.
Attacks on you. This movie's bad. Yeah, this is where he kills Superman. Spoilers.
So, wait, Superman just had, like, green radiation coming from his eyes. Like,
So he's been a Green Lantern long enough that happens.
which is, what, 15 years?
Yeah, I'd say about. Superman. Oh my god. Everyone talks about the Man of Steel collateral damage, but no one ever mentions Brainiac Attacks. Look at all of this. Like when he punches Darkseid.
I thought you were going for a Christine Everhart joke from that Avengers newscast thing. But I see what you did.
Iron Man should really be held responsible. Because I held sex with him. Watch her take selfie photos with her...
Do you think one of those was Hal Jordan?
Yeah, I hope so. See, watch this. How does she know what she just took a picture of? She doesn't.
Oh, they didn't have front cams.
Yeah.
Like,
she's pointing her phone away from her so she can't see a
I
screen.
mean, cell phone
I
tech...
hope Hal Jordan was on one of those because he just died. Oh, no, because they were parachuting out.
Cell phone tech in the DCAU's always been kind of weird. So, like,
Yeah.
having a front camera on that weird kind of phone, like, wouldn't be enough to kill Canon.
Why does it have
It's
to make
easy
a
to
little
see
difference?
you when there's a big S on your chest, son of Krypton.
I have to say things out loud as I'm doing them.
That was a nice shot of Lois.
Yeah. Anyone who's listening that cares, I used Lois Lane's cell phone model from this movie for her cell phone in Legacies of the DCAU #2. So, because it makes sense in that time period, but not this time period, which I guess is, I don't know. That was the gargoyles opening credits looking shot of Lois. He also kills Lois Lane.
Brainiac's powers just seem very reminiscent of other different things we've seen in the DCAU.
Yeah, Metallo just shooting kryptonite.
That kind of it felt like a boom tube almost,
yeah.
but
a cyborg arm cannon or something. Wow, Superman. You're doing Superman things. How impressive. Oh, no. He's dead.
So...
Don't save all those people in that building, Superman. Whatever you do.
Dude, big titty goth GF. Have you seen those memes?
No.
It's a thing. Look them up. Or don't. Whatever. Oh, wait! What?
Whoa! Is this the house opening credits?
I thought she was morphing into something, and then I was just
no.
That's not how an X-ray works. That's not X-ray vision.
That was look at Lois's heart vision.
So, this is a Superman Returns tie-in, but it doesn't, happen in that universe. It was a cash-in.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of cool since, when Batman and Robin was coming out, they had a bunch of coloring books and marketing that was in Batman the Animated Series style, but with the Batman and Robin costumes. If they had done, a tie-in movie with that movie that was, with those instead of Sub-Zero, that'd be a pretty cool thing to watch, but instead of doing something similar with this in Tim style, do a Christopher Reeve Superman in Tim style, instead of doing that, they just made a random Superman movie that is bad.
Gotcha. So Superman Returns was a continuation of the Reeves films, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't it knock one of them out of canon or something?
It's you're supposed to do Superman 1, 2, 3, 4 or Superman 1, 2 Returns, I think.
Huh. Okay. I've it's been so long since I've watched any of the Reeves films.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just didn't care for them.
So the doctor just told them all that Lois Lane's dead.
They all look like emo
Cartoons.
makeup is. Oh, the way he just turned his head was very reminiscent of the intro for Superman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah.
Just the way you saw the shadow there.
Laboratory.
Did he put his hand in his pocket, or did it animate that it went toward his pocket and then the hand disappeared?
I don't know. Superman got black eyes, and you also have black eyes. Why is that though, Clark? Are you not Superman though?
Dude, did he just threw away his 3D glasses?
It's like when Spider-Man put his Spider-Man costume into a trash can, and he walk away.
Is this a dead Chanel?
Is this a dead Chanel?
No, we're just jumping the shark.
Lex and Mercy have had sex. Do you think that?
Maybe. Didn't she end up being a lesbian? Or I mean, that's probably not DCAU continuity, but I feel
I don't think so. Are you thinking of Maggie Sawyer? Not Mercy.
That might be it. But I always had a feeling that
by Justice League at least they were they had a thing at some point. Okay, so what the fuck is this? This is supposed to be the Fortress of Solitude, but he has a Lich King throne. And
I like that he has the little baby high chair table holding him in.
Yeah. Eat all of your chocolate cake, Superman!
Here comes the big ol' S!
Here's how Batman's Batcomputer works. Science, mathematics, engineering. Here's how Superman's ice chair works. Put the vial in the ice spikes. Then I will do everything else.
So, another thing that I've really been thinking a lot about recently is Plastic Man.
Yeah, he's like the DCAU's Deadpool, if you think about it. So, in the first Brainiac episode of Superman, he steals the, like, Krypton orb that has all the information on Krypton.
Right.
And I guess this is also an orb, but it spoke in Superman's voice, or in Brainiac's voice. And I don't think this is also Lance Henriksen doing this voice. So is this supposed to be Brainiac, or is it just, you just saw a circle from the cartoon and so you made another circle?
I just think they wanted an excuse to draw robots. Like, I think that's what this movie was. How much do you think he got paid for the script on this?
12.
Dollars or hundred?
12. Also, I'm pretty sure the Fortress of Solitude explodes at the end of this.
So then this is after For the Man Who Has Everything.
This is after the call.
Fuck.
Starro just explodes. That's Batman Beyond's a possible future. We've now skipped forward to... We stopped watching this movie yesterday because we were very tired of watching it, and we watched the Dexter's Laboratory movie instead. And then tonight we went and saw Black Panther, and now we're watching the second half of the movie. So it's kind of abruptly skipping ahead here, but...
I don't know if it's so much that we got tired of watching the movie, or it was we got tired of waiting for it to buffer.
Yeah, it was buffering quite a bit, and it might do that again. But maybe this second half of the commentary will be slightly more entertaining. Who knows? Not a little less stupid, maybe. Okay,
wait, so what
Brainiac's beating the shit out of Superman. Clearly.
Why does this Brainiac robot look like something from Static Shock?
Yeah, the original stuff, character design wise, from this movie is not on par with the character designs of the actual DCAU.
Well, you remember that that nanite thing? I guess it was from Hoop Squad, the one that like
should turn down the volume of the actual movie slightly.
Yeah,
we're gonna just keep screaming over the top.
Yeah, we're probably yelling.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, people.
But like, you know the nanite robot that I think was in Hoop Squad that like was in the, was in the intro.
They fight in the city.
This guy kind of reminds me of that.
Also, we watched Hard as Nails so that we could listen to the One Step Ahead of the Game song.
Why is his hand so stubby?
It was pointed down. He's gonna blow up the Fortress of Solitude. No, you would not. How dare you do that?
So wait, so there are people who still try to say this is DCAU, but he blows up.
Yeah,
like I mean, you can.
I've heard that the theory is that this is a separate part of the Fortress of Solitude that we've never seen. Also, that explosion was giant as fuck. So if it was a separate part of the Fortress of Solitude, the entire Fortress of Solitude just exploded. Why would he have a different Brainiac orb in a different area? Ah! It's not the DCAU people, okay?
Wait, hold on.
Look at this Phantom Zone. It looks nothing like the Phantom Zone.
Oh, this is I thought that was like a warp portal where he was going to
ahead of the Phantom Zone. 2 steps behind the Phantom Zone. Yeah, the Phantom Zone in Superman was just a red abyss. I mean, I guess you could argue maybe that's just how you see it through the like lenses of the thing. But
why do both her and Superman look like raccoons? I've missed.
They were hit with Brainiac kryptonite gun rays, and I guess that also affects her because the movie needs it to. So here's something that sort of connects it to Superman. This is the same monster that he fights when the episode when they discover the Phantom Zone and they release Jaxer and Mala. But it's colored differently. In that episode, it was red and orange. Now it's this black and purple thing. But it's the same design. So I don't know.
Hey.
Fuck it.
I'm just still so off-put by like the fact that this movie looks higher quality but more cartoony at the same time.
Whoa. Why is Mercy blonde? Members. That was Perry's reaction to my member joke. Oof. This is the most involved Perry has ever been. Like, they made him more of like a father figure, Commissioner Gordon-y kind of guy in this movie. He's just like, oh, where's Ken? Oh, he's missing. Oh my god.
I just really like the updated Jimmy design.
You what?
I really like the
do
updated
like it,
Jimmy design. I just...
Maybe we'll use it for Legacies of the DCAU. Which, that's more canon than this movie, if you ask me.
Throw in the air horns and a big old spinning Legacies of the DCAU.
And yeah, pixelated sunglasses come down from the ceiling.
Onto Abel Cuvier.
I'm more of an animal person. I'm supposed to be an animal person.
So he escaped the exploding Fortress of Solitude by going to the Phantom Zone.
Yes.
Why did he not send Brainiac to the Phantom Zone instead of himself?
Because I don't know. Also, he had to go here to get this magical elixir to save himself and Lois from kryptonite death.
Why does
it
he
only exists in the Phantom Zone for no reason.
Why does he know this is in the Phantom Zone? When did we ever see Superman go to the Phantom Zone before?
Never. I mean, he got stuck in there in the Jaxer and Mala episode, so I guess he...
So he just explored until he found this magical...
he just found it for the first time.
Like, Jaxer and Mala had, like, made it seem like the Phantom Zone's this just terrible place, and Superman's like,
there's a waterfall of nourishing honey elixir. Jimmy, go home. Where are your parents?
He's old enough to drive by now.
Maybe. Old enough to get his own haircut. Look, kid. Come into my office. Take your pants off. One step ahead of Perry. Go home. Don't get married. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I want to make a joke, but I don't want to, I don't want to offend specific people.
Oh, yeah? Well, do it anyway.
I don't think you want me to.
Do I not?
No, but
All
there's... I feel like there's something to be said about Perry White.
It's okay to be Perry White! Hashtag! Maybe they won't even know what we're talking about. That's okay. Okay, so Maddie, see if you can spot...
Is he about to just...
The twist coming here.
Wait, what? On her hand? You could just pour things on...
You can pour things on people's hands and it soaks into their body immediately. You didn't know that?
Wait, so there's a twist coming here.
Yeah.
Has she actually
There's two of them, actually.
Has she actually been Clayface the whole time?
No, she's been Spider Conway the whole time.
Clark?
Oh, boy. You knew it. Yes, Lois. I'm stupid as fuck and haven't noticed this for like 5-6 years. That's the end of the movie.
No, it's
over.
both that and Superman Doomsday, where she doesn't know that he's Clark and he tells her that she's like Clark, are both DCAU.
Right? Yeah.
She finds out multiple times.
Why does Lex Luthor have just a banner of his model sheet? Okay, so this scene has a bunch of also background characters from other things that you might recognize. There's the lady that throws wine in Bruce Wayne's face.
Yeah.
And there's also one of there's a bunch of the ambassadors from the World Assembly and Secret Origins that are in here.
They had a habit
of... the troop in the background.
They had a habit of moving like Gothamites into Metropolis.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're just across the bay from each other, so...
We just saw the manager for the pop singer from the Firefly episode. I'll point him out as I see him.
You recognize these background characters much more easily than I do. I feel like...
I've seen this too many times, so many freaking times.
How is it that you recognize all these background characters? Like, I mean, I can recognize a few every now and then.
My thing is paying attention to the art. That's what I do.
I guess.
So there's Jimmy Olsen from Superman. Okay, that guy right there, he was the Vegas executive that tried to stop the Joker's TV show from coming on, but then it came on anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like you pay more attention to the art, and I try to pay more attention to the dialogue. And well, I mean, like, because I still have to pay attention to the art when like the date things come up, but like, I guess the people themselves don't matter as much to me.
Why does he have to be on TV? Why is Brainiac so like, "Mwahaha" in this movie? I am a supervillain. It's not what he does.
So does he go back to his regular Brainiac form by the end of the movie, or does he stay in this the whole time?
No, I feel like this is what he is the rest of the movie.
So then, in other words, we would have to set this movie after 2012, and the reason that he says yes, Lois, is because he's already planning to propose to her on one of the moons of Jupiter. Was it Jupiter or Saturn?
I don't know.
Read Superman Adventure 64. That's a wild ride. I feel like Superman and the number 64 are just like unlucky, like when paired together. But like, I like that issue, but it's convoluted. I think I just like it because I like Batman Beyond.
We're talking about Superman Adventures number
64.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Why are Jimmy's freckles just lines? Does he have some sort of disease?
It looks like that little, like, you know the Kirby emoji?
Oh, yeah. He's just a happy little anime character.
Except this is like the annoyed Kirby emoji, so it's just a dash instead of an O.
There's another twist coming up, Maddie.
Oh, I thought she was about to be paralyzed.
She's Oracle now. Yeah, it does. Uh-huh. Oh. Which ones? Wait, before Superman's, but they kissed in Legacy. This is before Legacy.
So it's after 2012, but before Legacy.
Right, just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline.
God, that is...
Let's not talk about that. No one wants to hear about that.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah, we're in the vanishing point. Except not really, because he is in front of the... Wait, I don't know. Which one? Al Jordan confirmed.
Why would she mention Green Lantern and not the Justice League?
Because this is before Justice League.
Wait, what?
He's still in the Phantom Zone.
Dang, dude. Superman Mask of the Phantom Zone. Who'd have thought?
Nerd Conway.
Wait, so there's actual
There's
phantoms?
I don't know. ghost people in this.
So it's not a intergalactic prison now. It's just a phantom.
It's a zone of phantoms.
It's legitimately like
it's a phantom zone, you might say.
It's.
Okay, so does she have the same like Lex Luthor kryptonite poisoning thing? I don't know.
Oh yeah, if you just put her in the Lex Luthor armor, she's straight. Speak of Lex Luthor, I don't even know what I'm saying. Speaking of Lex Luthor armor, that's what I was trying to say. That's.
Hey, there were people in that. What do you mean I destroyed Superman? Superman turned on his own self-destruct sequence and then left. What? How do you think you destroyed Superman?
Dude, I love anime. There's tentacles versus mechs. Like.
Yeah, what is this movie really?
What are these robot designs? Like, who put those together?
Lex Luthor?
Well, no, I mean, like, I want to know who the art director was. Is there an art is there an art director on animation, or is it just called a director?
Oh yeah, there is, but I don't know if it's probably not the same as the usual DCAU thing. How do you get his arm out of the arm?
I don't think his arm was ever actually in the arm. I think he's like got a control panel. Because the robot arms are much longer than his regular arm.
Why is this all the self-destruct shit?
He's got like a 9 pad on his watch and like just pushes and goes to push one, but his finger's so much bigger than all the buttons, so he had to at least hit 3 of those buttons.
Yeah, they're the 3 Brainiac buttons. Why is he making goofy sound? Oh. This fucking movie. Oh, there's Soraya Bashir. She's gone now. Or did he just like disappear? That's what it looked like.
How did he get out of the Phantom Zone?
'Cause he's Superman! Da da da!
And we didn't even see the Phantom...
Superman!
We didn't even see the Phantom Zone projector at all, right? Like,
no, he just went in.
What is...
Yeah, well, I went out.
What is this?
Stupid.
Is Jamie finally gonna get to, like, bone mercy? Is this...
Yeah, this is the sex scene.
Did somebody order a Luthor bodyguard?
Yeah. She just starts stripping. She wants the film. It's okay to be Mr. White. You're kind of cute. Oh, shit. I didn't even know she said that. I just guessed. Oh, damn.
Styrofoam.
Yeah, not other. Oh, was that Summer Gleason? What the fuck? It looked very much like.
Wait, I missed it.
Well, we can't rewind. Too bad. Up in the sky, it's Superman. Yay! Okay, apparently I've seen this too many times. Does he have yellow vision now? He turns people into Simpsons. Look at the highlight on his face just is an eyebrow. This Superman is the same as Batman vs Superman.
I feel like... Okay.
Stop.
So
there's no time to explain. It's that there's plenty of time.
I feel like if Brainiac is asking you the question, he's probably going to pause long enough for the answer. So, like, if you were going to be like, long story,
his highlight just opened.
But I talked to Batman, he fixed my suit up to put a Phantom Zone projector in it.
Yeah.
We have the technology now.
Son of Krypton, but how is this movie in canon? I don't have time to explain that right now. Where are you going there, Brainiac? Yeah, hit it with a truck. Yeah! Yeah!
This is almost as bad
Sunday.
This is almost as bad as Killer Croc's I threw a rock at him. I threw a truck at him.
It was a big truck.
Almost got him, but it's just Superman characters talking about
Superman
the time they
almost
almost got Brainiac.
The time Superman almost got several villains. What? What? He has so many guns! Why does he need that many guns? He's been getting his ass kicked. He just
So what is he trying to like sneak film of?
He's trying to get pictures of all of Lex Luthor's robots and shit because then that'll incriminate Lex Luthor as not a businessman and as a supervillain.
But business people build robots, right?
Not anymore, chum.
And why does Mercy not just say you're trespassing?
Because she's gotta kick some ass. Matty is now receded inside his t-shirt. What?
Ooh.
I feel like the Mexican people that Hawkgirl saves in Wake the Dead are also in the background somewhere. They're like, God bless you, chica.
That
I don't know.
That little clip right there with Lex like on top of Superman like that kind of
some Joss Whedon stuff.
Well, it it gave me flashbacks to Batman sneaking into Lex Luthor's bedroom.
Oh yeah.
And like, if you guys haven't read the World's Finest comic adaptation, there's just one
Lex
panel
Luthor's
specifically where like Lex Luthor is just naked as shit, and it looks like Batman's about to get #MeToo'd.
What?
Did something just fall?
I don't know. I think a cat exploded in the background. Just popped. Oh, is this movie over yet? No.
It's got a whole 17 minutes, including the credits. But hey, at least it's buffering this time, so that's a step up from yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
I'm really curious to know what the track is going to sound like with all the different cuts just jumping in and out.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sure it's really hard to listen to this. If you've made it this far, congratulations.
If you made it this far while also watching Brainiac Attacks and not just listening to this as its own solo thing,
watching a terrible
double
movie
congratulations.
What? Oh no! Superman. This is your opportunity, Brainiac. Kill him now.
This is like the scene from Spider-Man where he saves the train full of people.
And Mary Jane.
And
why is he just leaving? Kill Superman. Oh. Wait, is this the same nuclear power plant that Darkseid already blew up?
You remember much more staff stuff than I do.
Scientist girl is potentially on Batman the Animated Series, but I can't remember what episode.
She did look familiar.
She is, but that's Dr. Light before she became Dr. Light. Not really.
Was she not one of the the scientists at the start of Secret Origins, maybe?
No, I don't think so. There was an Asian guy, a white guy, and a black lady. And then Howie. You guys are animals. Meltdown, that's an episode of Batman Beyond.
You know what would have been more interesting than this movie?
Anything?
Well, yes,
the
that.
Dexter's Laboratory movie.
Just like watching a business deal go through between Lex Luthor and Edwin Alva.
Yeah.
Like, just because this is giving me Static Shock feels, I'm just like, do it. Just give me the Superman Static Shock crossover that I want.
It's just a business meeting.
Just a business meeting.
So, why was Brainiac... What is he doing? What is his
I
goal?
feel like
to be evil. He's laughing so much. Brainiac has a green gun, a yellow gun, and a blue eye vision. This is how you defeat Bane.
wait,
Is he powered
okay,
by
okay.
kryptonite?
Those are recycled explosion animations.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember
I'm sure.
exactly where from, but
Probably Return of the Joker because they use that one all the time.
yeah, that would make sense. If you guys have never noticed, like throughout the entirety of the DCAU, they recycle explosion animations, and it gets just absurd
annoying,
once you start recognizing it.
I don't pay attention to the art, man.
Well, no, I mean, like the only reason I figured that out in the first place was just reading the wiki, and it was just like the explosion from such and such is reused here, and I was like, wait, they reuse the? And it makes sense to
all the
reuse
time,
it
yeah.
because nobody is like really gonna notice that if they're just watching a single episode at a time. But if you're watching like 5 episodes and they all have explosions in them, you're just like, oh wait,
Stop scratching a door, you cat.
damn, look at that ass.
Hey, this is a cartoon. Newsboy. Ooh, get it.
Dude, speaking of Newsboys, how do you feel about God's Not Dead 2?
Oh, it's a quality film. Melissa Joan Hart's in that movie. She's the voice of the Dini twins.
Oh, interesting.
Or is it
So there's an
coincidental?
actual DCAU connection to that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Well, no, like I don't know, like, because I was raised like in the church and stuff, so Christian music has like a. I guess I have a background with that, and Newsboys was a band that's a Christian.
I was like, don't
band.
get too far
Yeah,
into
so
this conversation.
so they sing the "God's Not Dead, He's Surely Alive," "Roaring Like a Lion," yada 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 song. But
it's all connected.
yes, Agents of Shield.
I just missed an opportunity to say Dora the Explorer when Jimmy said, "Oh man," about his camera. Yeah, shoot those clouds. Shoot a blue beam into the sky like everything else.
Amanda Waller was so concerned wondering what the Justice League could shoot down to never think of what Brainiac could shoot up.
Heroin. Yeah, kill him, Superman.
God, that was so annoying. We were in Black Panther, there was this woman just like towards the end just yelling, yeah, kill him!
Yeah, go! Oh, yeah! Yeah, beat his ass! Kill him! Oh, yeah! Oh, shit!
It's funny that like the entire point of what we're doing right now is to do the thing we were saying was annoying during Black Panther.
Yeah, but we're doing a purpose. People are purposely listening to us talk for whatever reason.
That's true.
Versus trying to watch this movie. If you're trying to watch this movie for the first time, that's okay.
I wish like we could have had one of the like writers or directors or something like sit in on this with us. Like if they had been at Comic-Con and we were like, hey, come over, let's watch Superman Brainiac Attacks, and they'll be like, I know I made it, but I don't even want to do that. I'll be like, it's $3.99. They're like, save the money.
No, I don't want. Why would you do that? Oh, it's like Men in Black.
There are so many tentacles. Ooh. You know, I think there's a store down the road from here that I think has this in like their like $2 DVD bin. I might just go ahead and spend the $2 on it just to
Completionist sake.
Yeah, just to have it. I mean, I have every DCAU release.
Put it on our hands. Oh no!
I just wanted Brainiac to be like, this doesn't work by pouring it on her hand, dumbass. Put it in her mouth.
I will help you. Wait, so, yeah, all you had to do was break his eye.
Oh, see, this is definitely a Superman 64 continuation because you have to throw cars.
With cars. Yeah.
Like, if you haven't gotten past the rings at the start of Superman 64, you have to throw cars at things after you fly through some rings.
If you finally make it through the rings on Superman 64, which you won't.
The first set of rings, not.
Then you get to throw cars at people, and if you fuck it up once, you have to start the rings over again.
And then there's more rings. Just... Your big titty goth GF is dead. Perry White really does look like an old Bobby Hill. It's absurd.
Superman, true love's kiss will do the trick. Because you're made of golden showers.
I just want Hank Hill to come in and be like, damn it, Perry.
Oh, Superman. Why you gotta do that? Oh, my God. Clark! By the power of Grayskull. Batman?
Didn't we watch this scene?
He's gonna say no. Not this time. You're wrong. I have to keep lying to you for no reason. I could have done it, but no.
Well, if she figured out he was Superman, then it wouldn't make sense with Superman Doomsday.
Oh yeah, or
which is
Superman Gods and Monsters. Justice League
Gods and Monsters.
Superman and
I'm really excited to read those one-shots.
Justice League Gods and Conway. Have you not read those before?
No, I
read them on Comixology. Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, it's going to get rebuilt, though. Oh, no.
So he rebuilds the Fortress of Solitude, but what happened to all the
animals?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he may not have run into the Preserver in this bastardized continuity.
Yeah, but there's only one episode prior to that where you see the Fortress of Solitude. Oh, yeah. In the episode of Justice League Unlimited, the I Am Legion episode, there's a guy that's in this scene that's in that episode. In the Aztec scene where he's like trying to figure out how the key took him through the wall and stuff. That's the Summer Gleason-y person, I thought, but I guess it's not her. There's Troy Bashir again.
Wait, what was he from? He looks...
Oh, I don't know who this guy is. A yuck. And there's that mustache guy in the background. That guy on the right.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
He's like, I'm the police guy. Get out of here, Justice League. You're all assholes. And they're like, no, we're the Justice League.
And he was also in Superman the Animated Series, yeah.
That's okay, Jimmy.
I want him to say, that's my purse. I don't know you. Damn, did you see that? Like, the line on his butt just wiggled back and forth?
I was looking at Perry's butt for some reason. Ooh.
She kind of looks like the girl from Mystery of the Batwoman, just, like, recolored a little bit.
The blonde. Then you don't notice him either.
Your chin looks a lot like Superman's.
Nope, you're wrong. It's just me. Good old Clark Kent. Good old Clark Kent. Flip phone.
The flowers don't, like, actually grow like
wait,
that,
listen
right?
to this.
Wait.
So this movie is canon. It has to take place during one of the 9-month gaps of where Mixie can come back.
Well, we do have one that's missing
What?
Like we do have one gap
That's true.
that's missing.
But it's got to be before Legacy.
Maybe this whole thing is a mixel pixel dixel.
Yeah, it's a
Mix-
hallucination. We're still in the Phantom Zone. This whole movie's been in the Phantom Zone.
Mixia Spitlick.
Fly. But I'll try anyway. We missed you too, Ken. Talks to himself. Look at my chest. Is this the last shot of the movie? Hell yes! Hell yes! Okay, so what'd you think?
Okay, so
It's the first timer.
there's a guy who listens to us who really likes lists.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give a list.
Okay, so Superman the Animated Series, Season 1,
No.
Last Son of Krypton.
No,
Part
I'm gonna
1,
give a
Last
list
Son
of,
Krypton
like-
Part 2, Last Son of
Okay,
Krypton
so
Part 3.
favorite DCAU movies. I'm gonna say it goes Return of the Joker,
Then this movie.
Mask of the Phantasm,
Then this movie.
then
Oh
Sub-Zero,
my god, then this movie?
then Crisis on Two Earths, even though that's
It's surprisingly more canon than this movie.
right. Like then Batman and Harley Quinn, then Mystery of the Batwoman,
You like Harley Quinn more than Batwoman?
then this movie. Yeah, I can't
I
watch
guess Batwoman's kind of boring.
I can't watch Batwoman without being bored. It's interesting the first time when you don't realize that all three of those people are Batwoman.
Yeah.
But like once you get past
Spoiler.
that, it's
Yeah.
whatever. It's
I mean,
just
this
like
is my number one favorite DCAU movie, so
like
I guess we have a disagreement. But
Margaret Whodunit.
Margaret, how you might ask?
Casting and voice direction by Susan Blue.
Yeah, that's not Andrea Romano. Tim Daly, not George
As
Newbert.
Superman and Clark Kent. In case
the two different characters.
yeah. Powers Booth is Lex Luthor. Dana Delaney is Lois Lane, so that's a return. Lance Henriksen as Brain. I don't know who that is.
I told you that's the guy that plays the robot in Aliens.
It's been a while
It's been a while. It's been
since
one day.
I could say.
Mike Farrell. Farrell was in this movie as John. I forgot that Kents were even in this movie.
Additional voice Tara Strong.
Tara Strong was Mercy in this movie.
Why would they put Tara Strong like three
Additional
down?
voices, yeah.
Well, Boyd Kirkland was on this, so that's a connection.
They're using Comic Sans, so that's good.
But like, why was Tara Strong like the third build down in the additional
I don't
voices?
know.
She was the only recognizable.
Original character designs by Bruce Timm. Oh shit! I can get model sheets off of that credits.
Yeah, that's interesting. Get this on Blu-ray and just like have
get the Brainiac one. Yeah. I'll just have it on the website in like a non-canon section or something. Well, thanks for listening,
Inspired
everybody.
We still have
I know
40
but I'm wrapping
seconds
it
to.
up. You can find us on social media at DCAU Watchtower. You can donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/JTS Entertainment. What else? I don't know. You can listen to this again. I don't recommend it though.
Like, comment, subscribe, and tell
Spider
your
Conway.
friends to do the same thing. If you
Don't do
want them
whippets.
to. Original cast by Andrea Romano. So wait.
Yeah, original cast for like the ones that maintain through the movie.
You know, I know a guy named Andy Lewis, so it's always funny when I see his name pop in. He was the vocalist for hardcore band Denouncer. If anyone's curious.
That's a good thing to end on. Thanks for listening and watching this terrible movie. I'm sorry you did any of those things.
We'll give you better content in the future.
Grab that gem, everybody. Ow. I breathe air. I breathe air.
That's how gil-face feels. He has to have his head underwater at all times.
Oh, I just swallowed air. I just breathed air.
I feel like there's some fun jokes with that villain. Mason.
So he's not like Two-Face. If you're taking Two-Face literally, where he has two faces, so you're saying gil-face has gil-faces. Like he just has a set of gills that run down the front of his head where his face should be.
I mean, I was thinking like gills in his cheeks.
No, like Two-Face has two faces, so gil-face has to have gil-face. There's just three like slits in his skin that have water going down. And when he talks, he has to just flap one of them.
Could you imagine the weird face convention you got?
Wait, are you Gil-Face from Gil-Face and Two Mason? Can I get a picture?
You play the angel, right?
You play the angel in Gil-Face Returns, right? Okay, do you believe in angels? Gil-Face Returns. It's like a James Bond situation where a different person plays Gil-Face every movie.
You mean like the Burton-verse Batman films?
Yeah, but there's two of those in a row. I guess James Bond has multiples in a row too, but yeah. So like Gil-Face is played by Danny DeVito, and then played by like he's continuously played by different like really short comedians.
Fucking the guy who plays Minimi.
Yeah.
Was it like Vernon Troyer or something?
Yeah, that's right. Gil-Face is always really small. That's another thing from Two-Face is really tall. Gil-Face he's like a normal fish size.
We should just keep bullshitting for like an hour and a half and upload it as a commentary.
This is the commentary. Superman Brainiac Attacks.